for the sheriff's department. The reason I'm stopping you is we checked you at 55 and a 35.
Okay. And what's the emergency with that?
You're going 20 over the speed limit, dude.
Where's the damage done? Where's the certified claim of an injured party?
Okay, give me your driver's license.
Am I required to provide any evidences that could be used against me?
Give me your driver's license.
This is custodial arrest. You go ahead and read my Miranda rights for me, please.
Let's clear this up again. Miranda warnings are read before custodial interrogation, meaning questioning. They're meant to inform you of your right to remain silent and your right to an attorney. Simply producing your driver's license during a lawful stop is a legal requirement. It doesn't require speech, and it doesn't trigger Miranda.
Will you please read me my Miranda rights?
No, you're
Because this is considered a custodial arrest, and all arrests I have the right to be Mirandized.
Give me your driver's license.
What was your name again? Badge number? Corporal Cunningham. You might go ahead and radio your sergeant out here?
I'm the supervisor, so...
Okay. Well, read me my Miranda rights.
No.
As under, why not?
Because I don't have to.
Yeah, you do, brother.
No,
That is my rights.
No,
Yeah. Is that not in your policy to read under with the arrest to Mirandized?
Think you're being arrested, but your personal definition doesn't override the officer's. Also, interesting twist, the officer you're arguing with is already the supervisor. Unless you're about to ask for the supervisor's supervisor, which wouldn't be surprising.
Give me your driver's license.
I don't provide any evidences that can be used against me in court. I do not answer any questions.
Give me your driver's license. I'm not going to ask you anymore.
I'm not going to provide any evidences that can be used against me, and I do not answer questions. Will you please read me my Miranda rights?
Y'all 10A. Y'all may want to start this way. Let's go. So do you want me to get you out of the car?
Is it not in your policy to read my Miranda rights under arrest?
Huh?
And a traffic stop is considered a custodial arrest, is it not?
No, but I'm about to place you under arrest.
Well, then for what? What is the crime I've committed? How am I obstructing?
Because you won't give me your
What crime
driver's
has been
license.
committed?
Speeding. That's the crime.
That's a traffic infraction. That is
and I
not
can
a
take
crime.
you to jail for speeding.
Traffic infractions are unarrestable offenses.
You don't know your law.
I do, brother.
No, you don't.
You're trying to enforce statutes on me, which is legal, not lawful. You do not understand. You're trying to enforce a policy on me. The judge in Walker County has recused himself. I'll get multiple dismissals because I know there requires a victim in order to be a crime. Anything you do from here on out to act as I'm doing a crime, you're acting under the color of law and can be held liable yourself for violating my rights and law, brother.
Get dismissed all the time for procedural reasons. That doesn't mean your argument was legally sound. If you truly believed in the strength of your theory, you'd win on the merits, not technicalities. Until that happens, it's just noise.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to give me your driver's license, or I'm going to get you out of this car and I'm going to put you under arrest for obstruction and speeding. So you take your pick.
Obstruction. How am I obstructing, brother? By standing on my rights? You cannot. That cannot be a violation of law when you are standing on your rights, brother. I believe it's Cruden v. Neal that stipulates that, along with Miranda versus Arizona, which is where the Miranda rights come from. And if you read my Miranda rights, it also says I do not have to provide any evidences or answer any questions without an attorney present.
Open the door.
Notice something important. You're not being questioned. You're being asked for identification, which you're legally required to provide. That's why Miranda hasn't been read. Keep escalating, though, and that may change very quickly.
Open the door.
Why? What crime have I committed, brother?
I've already told you.
Speeding
like
is a traffic infraction. Go look it up. Chicago v. Motor Coach. Traffic infractions are unarrestable offenses, brother. And to arrest me over a traffic infraction that is you operating under the color of law and in violation of your own oath of office, is it not your job to protect my rights?
That is my job.
Okay, well, how can you be doing your job and be violating my rights at the same time?
Your rights
yes, you
because
are.
I have a legal reason to stop you.
Legal, not lawful. There is a difference between legal and lawful. I am still acting lawfully, and I am in my private capacity lawfully, brother. I've not harmed
Do you even
anyone.
have a driver's license?
I do not answer questions.
Okay.
Let's translate what's really happening here. When someone avoids producing a license this aggressively, it usually means it's suspended or expired.
Like I said, without an attorney
No,
present, I don't answer questions, and I also don't have to provide any evidences that could be used against me, that could be self-incriminating or used against me in court of law. That is stipulated in the Miranda rights, right?
Open the door. I'm going to open the door.
Brother, don't go do all this.
No, I'm going to.
Why? Under what authority do you have? What authority do you have to violate my rights or try to damage my property or anything in order to unlawfully arrest me? Huh? What authority do you have
I've already told
to
you.
violate my rights and do an unlawful arrest? What authority? You haven't told me any authority. I'm challenging your authority right now. Where does your authority come to violate my rights?
Because I'm
What
mandated
jurisdiction do you have over me as a living man that has no contract with the state or the county of Catoosa? Yeah, you
Yeah, I
can't,
do.
everything, no, I do not. So you have no authority or jurisdiction over me. I'm not driving. That is, no, commercial terminology. I am not driving.
Have repeatedly ruled that the constitutional right to travel does not equal a right to operate a motor vehicle without complying with state law. Declaring yourself exempt from federal or state authority doesn't magically remove you from jurisdiction. There are countless cases confirming this. But let's continue.
Where have you come with that legal determination that I'm driving? You have any evidences of me driving? Do you have any way bills? Any receipts that I'm making money on this road acting commercially? Do you? Because I am challenging the jurisdiction and your authority. What jurisdiction nor authority do you have over me?
Because I enforce the laws in Georgia. And you're in Georgia violating those
How
laws.
can I be in Georgia?
Huh?
How can I be in Georgia?
You were in
It's a
the state of
fiction.
Georgia.
The state of Georgia is
Yeah,
a
I
fiction.
know.
This
I'm
is
not-
a land. I can be on Georgia,
I'm not
but I can't be in Georgia.
For now, we're debating the difference between being in versus on the state of Georgia. That's not a loophole. That's semantics.
Open the door. Open the door.
Under, is that a lawful command?
Yeah.
Under what authority is that a lawful? Can you not answer a simple question? Where does your authority come, brother? Where does your authority come? Can you not answer a question? You have a duty to answer a question to
Dude, I've
what?
answered your question.
No, you haven't. What is your authority? What jurisdiction do you have over me?
I'm not going to.
Where's the injured party? Where's a certified claim of an injured party? So there is no crime. There is no corpus delicti. There has to be an injured party, someone that's been trespassed or damaged property. Where's the damaged property? Who's been injured?
I'm not going to sit there and argue with it.
Can you not answer? It's not an argument.
Corpus delicti doesn't mean someone must be physically injured for a crime to exist. It simply means the state must prove a crime occurred. Traffic violations don't require a victim. They require proof of the violation.
Can you not answer a question? Who's been injured? Who's been injured? Has anybody been injured?
Because at this point, you're under arrest.
Okay, didn't read my Miranda rights. If I'm under arrest, Mirandaize me then.
No, you're getting out of the car. I'm not asking any questions anymore.
Can you not follow the law? Is that not even in your policy? See, I've read y'all's books too.
Remember, obstructing or hindering an officer performing lawful duties is itself a crime. That's usually the part people forget while trying to argue roadside legal theories.
That's perfectly fine.
So you can't follow policy?
I'm following policy
Are
to
you?
the T.
Are you?
Yeah.
So it's policy to make unlawful arrest?
I'm not making an unlawful
Yeah, I promise you are, brother.
Nope.
Oh. You understand USC 42, 1983?
Oh, I do.
Okay. That's what you're doing. Enforcing a statute under the color of law. It's not lawful. and you're not making any lawful commands. You've not even asserted where your jurisdiction or authority comes from. I've challenged your authority.
I'm Catoosa County. You said it yourself. I identified myself when I first.
And how does that jurisdiction? How is that authority? You understand? You have comprehension of authority or jurisdiction?
Yeah, I do.
So do you comprehend in order to have jurisdiction over me, there has to be an injured party, also termed as corpus delicti? Without there being a trespass, injured party, or damaged property, there is no corpus delicti. You have no lawful claim to make a lawful arrest. So what you are doing is an unlawful arrest.
No.
As soon as you turn them blue lights on, it's considered an unlawful arrest.
No.
Yeah, brother.
No.
Tell you what, I'll give you my name. You can look it up. Call over at Walker County, call Hampton County. They already know. As we go through this. That's why I'm still out here on these roads today. Because I've established I can be on these roads privately multiple times. Have claims against the judge, the solicitor, and 14 other deputies over there in Walker County. As they're dismissing my charges because they cannot hold up in court without a lawful claim, a certified claim.
By this logic, speeding, reckless driving, or even DUI couldn't be enforced because there's no immediate injured party. That's obviously not how the law works, and courts have made that clear for decades.
I am giving you due notice right now, brother.
Dude, I've asked you for your driver's license. I've asked you for your information.
I do not have to give you anything without there being a crime. Do you not realize that? So I'm not protected under that with the Fourth Amendment?
But there
You have a
has been
warrant?
crime.
What's the crime?
Dude, I done told you.
No, that's a traffic infraction, is it not?
Point. Officers have heard enough. The driver is removed and arrested. The passenger is detained briefly and then restrained as well while the situation is secured.
Not. Oh, this is under duress. This is under duress. Hey, before we do anything crazy,
I haven't done anything.
You haven't. Just trying to figure out what's going on, okay?
I'm not grabbing. I got my hands up.
Then open the fucking door!
Hey, look, brother.
Dude, I'm trying to fucking play with you!
You're grabbing on me.
Dude, go up and open the
So
door!
if you're putting me in handcuffs, you're arresting me. Yes, it is.
Dude, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna. Then why are you handcuffing me?
detain you and control the situation.
I'll stand over here, out of the way. I'll stand over here, out of the way. I've done nothing. You're arresting me for no reason. You can cuff me.
You're not
anytime.
under arrest.
Then why are you handcuffing me? You're handcuffing me. But I'm not under arrest. Handcuffs. They haven't read me no rights.
Yes. You're under arrest. That's my question about a time.
Then you can't handcuff me.
Yes, officers can detain passengers temporarily for safety during an arrest. That's standard procedure. The audio continues for a bit and sound like the truck is being hooked up to a tow. The passenger is eventually released. The driver, however, is taken into custody, yet somehow still frames this as a win. Sometimes the narrative has to stay intact, even when the handcuffs say otherwise. If you want to follow future updates on this case and others like it, make sure you're subscribed to Trial Tactics TV. Like the video, drop your thoughts below, and I'll catch you in the next breakdown.